When people ask me how they should best be utilizing LinkedIn to grow their business or brand, I normally come up with 5 simple tips for them. So stick around because those 5 simple tips are coming up right now. So diving straight into this video we are, and as you can see, we are already on my LinkedIn profile. And first up, if you aren't connected with me on LinkedIn, don't forget to send me that connection request. And this video is all about giving you all 5 simple tips to stand out and start dominating on LinkedIn. LinkedIn's an amazing business tool, but I see all too often business people just aren't taking advantage of it. So tip number 1 is I want you to set up and optimize your LinkedIn profile for success. That's right. It sounds simple, but the vast majority of people I find when I have a look at their LinkedIn profile, they haven't done this overly well. And it's the first, instance when someone lands on you on LinkedIn, as you can see here with my profile, people are going to decide within seconds whether they like what they see, and they will either read on and scroll on like I'm doing here, or they will click off and the opportunity will be lost. So people spend hours and thousands of dollars and days and months setting up websites, but then they quite often neglect their social media. So the most important part of your LinkedIn profile, I believe, is this top box area, because people aren't going to scroll through all the way down your LinkedIn profile if you don't have an engaging top box area like you can see here on mine. So you then want to focus on, firstly, you want to focus on having a banner image or a cover image here. Just don't have a default one or your local city or your favorite holiday, destination. Customize your LinkedIn profile banner or cover image. And you can see mine is very simple. It lets people know straight away what I do, making social media for business owners and brands easy. Now, I'm not particularly, I've gone off this one. It seems a bit dated, so I'm going to be replacing that. So you want to do that. Equally, you want to add a nice smiley photo of yourself. LinkedIn's all about you, the individual. So no company logos, no photos of your work truck, a profile image of you. Now, just recently, LinkedIn have allowed us to now create a video for this profile section. They've slipped it in. It's been out for a couple of months, and I'm still not even aware that it was available. So I'm going to have a couple of videos on my YouTube channel and LinkedIn profile here in the next day or so explaining that. So you can have either a profile image or up to a 30-second video. You then want to take advantage here of your professional headline. This is where you want to add who you are and a benefit statement. For myself, social media trainer, speaker, expert, helping business owners stand out using LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. So, and this is keyword searchable, SEO searchable. So maybe try and add a benefit statement and equally some of your industry keywords as well. So your contact info, you want to click on the contact info and see what information you've listed. You want to add your phone number, your email address, links to your other socials if you have them as well. Don't make it difficult for people to find you, because if you can't get this particular top part right, they're going to click off and the opportunity will be off. So the top part is the most important part, but LinkedIn also are going to suggest you add profile sections. You can see here, add profile section, and up here on the top right, add profile section. So you want to set up and fully optimize your LinkedIn profile for success. Once you've done that top box area, we now have the about section, or it used to be called the summary section. You get 2,000 character spaces here, 2,000 character spaces to tell your story, who you are and what you do and how you help. But focus mostly on how you help others. Yes, I've got the little bit here at the top explaining who I am and what I do, but then the rest is all about how I help others. Use bullet points. Don't have big blocks of text, because people will scroll off. Big blocks of text, are hard to read. So maximum 3 lines only. Break it up with some bullet points, call to actions, phone numbers, email addresses, and things. Then you're going to probably want to list your experience. You can see I'm scrolling back through my experience section. Look how visual. I've added these multimedia images as well to make it stand out. Lots of sections to your LinkedIn profile. I want you to focus on this one as well down the bottom. Do you have any LinkedIn recommendations or testimonials? So social proof is really, really important these days. So if you haven't yet got people recommending you or giving you a reference on LinkedIn, focus on that. And I do have a separate video on that as well. So I will put the link to that in the description below. So setting up and optimizing your channel for success, or not channel, your LinkedIn profile for success is the first part I want you to work on. And if we can't get this part right, your success on LinkedIn is going to be a lot harder. Now, the next tip I have for you is go to your home page or your news feed and start engaging with your LinkedIn network. That's right. Social media is all about, being active and engaging. It's many different things, but, if you're not liking and commenting and sharing, information, you effectively become invisible. It's like going to a networking, luncheon or a networking breakfast, and you sit in the corner and you don't contribute. You're not going to get much out of it. And equally, you'll be invisible because no one will know of who you are and what you do and how you help. So start liking and commenting and engaging and sharing business information or just general information to your network. So I'm scrolling through here. Let's see if we can find something that grabs my attention. Now, LinkedIn, I found over the last few months, 6 months, 12 months, is sharing more personal information. Is this information business? No. But you know what? Quite often it's the non-business related information that gains the most likes and comments and shares. This particular video, for who shared it? For Richard, it's had 16,000 views. So, is it going to maybe help generate some leads and businesses for his brand? Who knows? But it makes him, be found and more visible here on LinkedIn. So I will leave that up to you to decide, how much you want to engage your liking and commenting and sharing. But that's what it's all about. Social media is all about visibility. Visibility equals credibility equals profitability. So start engaging with your LinkedIn audience. Now, the third simple tip I have for everyone is I want you to start posting yourself. That's right. I want you to start sharing information about you, your business or brand, and to the wider LinkedIn community, because that's what it's all about. So create a post. It's that simple. You start creating a post, add a photo, add a video, create an event, write an article. There are so many things that we can start doing. So start creating information. And if you do start creating posts and information, magic starts to happen. You can also create a poll on LinkedIn. Sometimes people don't know what to do. And I say, hey, just create a poll. Ask your LinkedIn network a question. Ask them, if you have a problem within your business, create a poll, and it can be as simple as that. And just before this video started, I actually posted 3 things on LinkedIn. That's right, just a few minutes ago. So this was an article that I shared from one of the news sites here in Australia. So it wasn't actually my information. It was sharing some newsworthy information. And it was all about how us Aussies have had a social media shopping boom during COVID with a 700%. So I've shared a news article that I think other people would find interesting, and some people will click on that. It's already had 27 views. Some people will click on that and read the article, and they might say, hey, Mark shared a good article. I'm going to follow and engage with Mark's content a little bit more. And that all helps promote my business and brand. And then if they do say, hey, what does Mark do again? Remembering setting up your profile and optimizing it for success. Mark is a social media speaker, trainer, helping business owners, etc., etc. Now, the second thing that I shared is I shared one of my latest YouTube videos. So are you, and this is the video, are you taking advantage of and using Facebook Spotlight videos yet? To learn more, click to watch my latest YouTube video below. So I'm cross-sharing my YouTube video, a video from my YouTube channel. And you can see that's the video here, Facebook Spotlight videos. I'm cross-promoting from my YouTube channel over onto my LinkedIn profile. Now, some people might say straight away, Mark, you're putting a YouTube link on into your LinkedIn, newsfeed as a post. LinkedIn aren't going to like that. That's right. They're not going to overly like me doing that. They tolerate it. And the reason they don't like it is because, if people start clicking on these videos here, it'll take them off the LinkedIn platform over to YouTube. But I'm doing it for a particular strategy. I'm wanting to grow my YouTube channel. And one of the most successful ways that I've grown my YouTube channel this year, it's doubled in size. One of the most successful ways that I've done that is by sharing my videos, not only here on LinkedIn, but on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and whatever. So that was the second post that I did this morning. And the third one is I just shared this particular video. So Anthony James is someone I follow here on LinkedIn. He's an Aussie, and he posts amazing amazing video content. This particular one was just how they harvest olives. It's a 15-second video clip, and I just shared this to my newsfeed. And my comment was, so that's how they do it. That's how they harvest olives. So I've shared this particular video. 67 people have viewed it already, and remembering each time someone engages with my content, it's another touch point for me. So that was tip number 3. I want you to start posting yourselves. An image post, create a poll, create an article, a video, that type of thing. So the 4th thing that I want you to focus on is, once you've set up and optimized your profile at a beginner's level, I want you to activate this featured section as well. So I skipped over that at the start because it can be a bit daunting for people to do everything straight away. I just want you to get the basics done when you're setting up your profile. But you then get the opportunity to add this featured video section where you can add extra content and the images really stand out, really pop, as you can see here on my profile. And you would just click the plus sign here and it would take you in, and you can upload a post, an article, a link, that type of thing. Now, you can see I've listed all of my YouTube videos, and if people then scroll along, they can start engaging again with my video content, which in this instance are YouTube videos, cross-promoting my YouTube channel again on LinkedIn. And you can see how visual it are when people are scrolling through. They see the thumbnail. Rest in peace, LinkedIn stories. How to create a perfect Instagram bio. 5 reasons why YouTube videos beat Facebook videos. Hashtags on LinkedIn, etc., etc. And then people getting, 33 more. So this is an opportunity for someone to really engage with me on LinkedIn in a way they can binge watch all of my content. But the featured section, very much, they've repositioned this, or it's a relatively new feature, and it's positioned right at the top. So if someone gets past this part of your profile, if you haven't activated the featured section yet, that's okay, but you can see how visual it is, and I definitely want you to take advantage of it, because the image will stop the scroll, and people will then start engaging with you and saying, hey, what's this all about? What's Mark all about? What's Monica all about? What's Matthew all about? What's Margaret all about? What's whoever, Manuel all about. And it's another opportunity for your own personal branding, your own business, your own brand. And LinkedIn is a social media network. It's a business networking. We're not here for fun as such. We're here for business in some way, shape or form. Yes, it can be fun as well, but essentially we're here for business, and business is generating engagement, generating leads, and making sales. So activating the featured section with some really eye-catching image is something I want you to be focusing on as tip number 4. Which moves us on to tip number 5, the last tip, and this is probably my most exciting feature that I like to explain to people on how to best utilize LinkedIn. LinkedIn is many different things, but one thing it is a giant database and a search engine. That's right. So I've utilized the search function on LinkedIn, and I've keyed in the job title Office Manager. Now, look what's popped up. Invisible has now become visible. I get to now see within my LinkedIn network people with the current job title of Office Manager. Now, as I said just before, LinkedIn is all about, for most of us, is generating, leads and opportunities and making sales, growing our business. So, and the Office Manager would be, for lots of us, an ideal business contact to start opening up the lines of communication. So if you just do this one thing on LinkedIn, I honestly believe, and I say it nearly every day, you will have more opportunities than you will know what to think of. Now, LinkedIn have given me over 24 million results. Now, it's way too many. But look what they give me. They give me their name, their photo, where they work, possibly contact details and things like that. But let me utilize the filter just a little bit to narrow it down to Australia. Office managers here in Australia. Now, it's going to bring up tens of thousands of results for me. Still way too many. 684,000 results. Still way too many. So let's go the Greater Sydney area. I better untick the box there. I've also got Australia ticked as well. I'll just untick Australia. So I just want to have Greater Sydney to give me a more bite size. But it's still giving me a massive 188,000. Let's click on connections. Let's click on first level connections only for myself. So we've gone down from millions through to hundreds of thousands now to a very bite-sized chunk. 352 people who are in my LinkedIn network whose first and their first level connections, whose job title is office manager. So we've got Julie, we've got Caroline, we've got Natalie, we've got Anna, Sana, Josh, etc., etc. Invisible has become visible. I now get the opportunity to reach out to these people if that was what I wanted to do, and that their job title was someone that was likely to be someone that would be beneficial for both of us. I now get the opportunity to reach out and connect with these people. Invisible has become visible. This is what LinkedIn is all about. It is a business networking site, and if you aren't taking advantage of the LinkedIn search function, I believe you're really not overly interested in getting the most out of LinkedIn. Invisible becomes visible, opportunities become available. Grab the bull by the horn, as the expression goes. Take advantage of the search function and start connecting and messaging and even picking up the phone and knocking on their door and saying hello. This is what I do. This is who I am. This is how I believe I can help you. So there we go. 5 simple tips to get the most out of LinkedIn, to stand out and start dominating your network. I'd love you to go to the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you're using LinkedIn. I would like to learn something from you, and because I'm always open to learning new ways as well. Don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. And I said at the start as well, or earlier on in this video, I showed you my YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with all of my video content, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Mark Warncken signing off. I look forward to seeing you again in another one of my videos real soon.